Hello and welcome back to a special episode of the Cine Club podcast. I'm Matthew.
I'm Emily.
I'm Rhys.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Billy. Today, it's a bittersweet episode as we reflect on our times as students at the University of Sunderland over the last 3 years. And we're going to be talking about our experiences with Cine Club and with the course.
To do this, we thought it'd be a good idea to have each of us here choose our favourite films screened on the course, our favourite Cine Club experience, and what our final Cine Club suggestion as a student would be. I'll start then with my picks. What were my picks? I think The Graduate was the one that I said that makes the most sense. How many of you have seen that since? Because I know
I've seen it.
You've seen it since.
Yeah, I think
you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
No.
How many of these
I
do you
missed
reckon
out on
I've
Graduate,
seen?
I think.
Not many of them. Not many.
I didn't watch it at the time.
No, you watched it
You
after,
watched it
didn't you?
after.
I watched it like
stopped
Christmas
watching
I
it.
was going to watch it for this, but I cancelled my Mubi subscription
You what?
before.
Oh, the thing.
Yeah. Ha, 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 ha.
It's a daft name.
Well, I think it's a great film. I think it's very appropriate for this episode because it's about a graduate guy who finishes uni and is then wandering aimlessly through life, worried about his future. Imagine
That's
that.
going to be
Yeah.
all of us.
It's a
shouldn't say
great
that for
film. It's got a Simon and Garfunkel soundtrack. It's really funny. Dustin Hoffman's brilliant in it. Yeah. Anything to contribute from the people who have seen it?
Well, I've seen it. I
You've
saw
seen
it.
it. You watched it at the time. You
Yeah.
liked it. Yeah, which is good.
Can't remember much about it, but I remember enjoying it. So
Okay.
I like it, but I don't like the end where he's like speeding across the country
Right.
to try and get to. Is it Lavaine's wedding?
Elaine, yeah.
Elaine. Well, that's it. I don't know where I got Lavaine from.
Does it have a stop the wedding scene?
Yeah.
Pretty
Next to
much,
the doors,
yeah.
It's
really?
like the original.
Oh,
most
is that where that
famous.
came from?
It's where he's in the window.
Yeah.
bashing, "Elaine!" That's where that comes from, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Gorilla song.
What?
I think the Gorilla song.
What gorilla song?
That's from Day of the Dead, yeah.
I don't know what you were talking about.
Which was not screened.
That was not screened.
Night of the Living Dead was screened.
Yes,
that was a good one. I
It was
like
going to
that.
be my favourite, but I changed my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Graduate's it's good.
It's a good one. Favourite Cine Club, I think I said Help, because that was one nobody
Good.
else had said, and that was hilarious. I mean, yeah, it was just...
Well, all I remember from that one was you and Connell cracking up. Like Connell was crying his eyes out laughing.
that was why it was so funny,
Like,
because it's like...
Dick. I was trying to watch it and I couldn't really hear probably over the sound of him laughing.
I know.
It was unbelievable.
Mhm.
It was just one of them proper, like, watching a film in a cinema experiences where, like, everything seems a lot funnier because
Yeah.
everybody else finds it funny.
Well, you said Help. I think when I first screened A Hard Day's Night
Yeah.
and he falls over and everyone started laughing.
Yeah.
That was quite nice.
That was the moment that you breathed a sigh of relief, wasn't it?
Mm.
It
You thought,
was.
"Oh, okay, we're
yeah.
fine. Everyone likes it."
Yeah.
Because your whole Beatles trilogy thing is a good.
Yeah.
It's a good
That was one of the quintessential
thing.
sort of Cine Club moments, because that was what effectively made them like the theme tune to my whole experience now, because you put those films on. So
Yeah.
they sort of had to
Had you
get
seen
mentioned.
Help before then?
I had watched it once on my own, but like on VHS. So like I really liked it, but I liked it a lot more that second time, just because it was
Yeah.
like you could see it properly, and like I say, everybody was laughing at how ridiculous it was. And if I could screen one more, well, I don't know, because I've got The Last Starfighter and Hackers were the other two that I'd considered, but then I'm not really sure if anybody would like them. But I know that's
Last stuff.
It doesn't stop Dion most of the time.
well, granted, yeah. I mean, I know that shouldn't stop us, but I think Last Starfighter probably would have been the one I would go for, because that's like feels much more in everyone else's niche, where it's like a sort of 80s cult classic sci-fi film where basically it's this kid from a trailer park and there's an arcade game in the trailer park that he's really good at, but the arcade game's actually a secret recruitment program to fight in an intergalactic war. So then this fella turns up in like a car that's also a spaceship and says, "Oh, you're great, kid, come with me," and then he like recruits him to fight this war. He doesn't want to, he does it anyway. Dan O'Herlihy is an alien in it, and he's really funny. And it's directed by Nick Castle, the guy who was The Shape in Halloween. So
That might be the most you film ever.
it's the most.
Yeah.
It's like the
Very
most.
specific.
That's what I mean. It's so 80s, but it's just like it's one of those sort of like Star Wars meets John Hughes kind of things, where it's like a bit of both. But like,
Yeah.
I really like it. I think it's a total like sort of underrated film that doesn't really get. Nobody really knows it exists. And
Yeah.
there's a great article in Empire about it, like a little while ago that I read, and that was what planted the seed where I was like, oh, actually, You know when you like, there's like a film that's not really that good, but like you read something about it that makes it seem like a lot better than it actually is, and then you're like, oh yeah, that would be perfect for Cine Club. So
Yeah.
that
See,
was
that's-
what, you know.
That's a dangerous pick for Cine Club, though, a film that has one really cool bit, but otherwise.
Well,
isn't
it's not one
amazing.
really. I mean, I think overall it's quite consistent, but it's another one where, and it's got like, it reminds me quite a lot of Tron as well, because it's got like the sort of really early 80s CGI that's not very good, but also like you can, I don't know, you just sort of suspend your disbelief and you probably enjoy it.
I'm
But
surprised that's not what you would have picked.
Yeah, Tron.
Yeah, no.
Tron I considered, but like my work was done when you started getting into it. I was like, there's
I
nothing
know,
else.
there's no one else to convert.
No one else to convert. I was like, nobody else is going to enjoy this. I figured if one more person is into this and we've got a podcast episode out of it, that was kind of the chapter closed. My work was done.
Yeah,
So
famously, this place is home to the world's 2 Tron fans.
yes,
Who are
exactly.
in this very room.
In this very room. Well, Elliot and Dion, you can count as well.
Oh, that's 4. That's 4.
Four Tron
We're
fans,
nearly in
guys.
double digits, guys. We're nearly
Almost
there.
there.
We can fund the whole new film just with us four.
Jared Leto again.
Oh wow.
There you go. There's.
Do you remember we were in a lecture a while ago and you were talking to me about Tron
Mhm.
and I was on my laptop and I was Googling
Yeah, the Tron
one of the
Legacy
Tron films
fan film.
and someone made a Tron Legacy fan film and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my
I was
life.
just thinking of that. I was like, I wonder if anybody else would remember that.
Well, I was looking at it on my laptop in the back of the room and it was like a really serious lecture and I was crying my eyes out how funny it was.
Yeah, we'll have to
Oh,
try and
so
find that
good.
again. But
Screen that, that'd be crazy.
That
And
would-
see,
yeah.
but bill it as Tron Legacy. Don't bill it as the fan film. See if
you
anyone
get there and
notices.
it's like, oh Jesus Christ.
To be fair, I feel like that's either Tron film you could sort of realistically screen, because I don't think you really need to have the context of the first one to understand Legacy.
Not really.
And I feel
but
like people would probably like that. Well, you'd probably be an easier sell than very dated 80s effects.
it would be an
No, I'd
easier
prefer
sell,
that,
but
I
I don't think I could face doing that after 3 years of us all giving Dion grief for doing exactly that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of like the pot calling the kettle black if we start bending the rules.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the first Tron's a better sell because we're all into obscure. The more obscure, the better.
That's
I
the
think.
problem. I think
Yeah.
the
The second
thing.
one's very shiny and Disney.
Yeah.
So
I
it
don't
doesn't
know
seem-
though. The thing that's tricky with Tron is like the first one. It's easier because it's the first one, but it's also like the worst film. So like I feel like you won't like.
You don't really do a good job of selling people.
No, but
these
like
films,
it's
you know?
This is why Tron has no
It's an,
fans.
Exactly.
it's an acquired taste.
It's an acquired taste, and you wouldn't like the first film if you didn't like Tron Legacy.
Yeah.
Like, we both watched Legacy first, and that was the thing, because
Right.
that one actually is quite good, and the others just aren't.
Mhm.
And Uprising's really good as well, but once again, you have to watch a bit more to like that.
Right. So you see the second one, and then you're like, "Oh, that first one looks good." Then you like look and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I see how they made that better than the second one." Is it one of those? ones
Basically,
where-
yeah. I like watched the second one first because of the Daft Punk music. Thought it was all right. Then a while passed, and then I was playing the Tron arcade game somewhere, and I was like, I might have to take another stab at this, because I had tried to watch the original one years ago as well, and I hated it then. And I was like, no, I'll take another stab at this, because I quite like the second one. And I like the aesthetic, and I've got a little bit more tolerance for like early 80s CGI. And I loved the first one that second time when I watched it. Then I went back and watched Legacy again, loved that even more. Now I
It's
just
like an endless loop. You watch
It is.
Legacy, then the first one, then
exactly,
yeah.
and you just end up constantly feeding yourself with both, and I never really get sick of them. I still think they're great films. So
My pick for probably best film that I saw on the course would have been Blade Runner.
that's
Mm.
fair.
Yeah.
Realistically, I sort of went through them all, and there's a lot of them that I liked, but I think I kept coming back to Blade Runner because I tried to watch that about 2 or 3 times before,
Mm.
and it just didn't click. I didn't like finish it or anything.
Mhm.
It took like watching it on the course to like actually finish it, and I thought, what have I been doing? This is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same for me, because I mean, I have a thing where like I'll watch films because I've got such a high tolerance for like sci-fi bullshit. I'll watch a film, and if it's got something cool, even if I don't really like the film, I'll be like, I still think it's cool. So like Blade
Yeah.
Runner was one of those ones where I was like, it's cool. Obviously, like when you watch it when you're a kid, you think, oh, it's going to be like Star Wars, and it's nothing like Star Wars really. But so I liked it, but I was like, I don't really like it. Like
Yeah.
a lot of these
Yeah.
other ones. But then, like you say, when I started like analyzing it as like, it's like a cyberpunk noir film. It's like, you know, really sort of old school, like setting the sort of baseline for all these things that I'm much more into that have been made more modern.
Mm-hmm.
And just in general, just watching it, like much more closely than I ever had before. I was like, oh, I actually really like this, which is like what happened with Akira and a lot of films like that, where it's really rewarding when you start, you know, digging into it a bit more, I think, which is what I've gathered with a lot of films on this.
Because Blade Runner is like the origin point of all of that. And I feel like when we all watched this and like we all had, because Blade Runner felt like a proper like era. When because we had the double bill on as well, didn't we?
Oh yeah, vaguely.
The first and second. Oh, did we?
No, we just watched the first one, then we went to watch 2049 in the cinema.
Yes, that's it.
I wasn't there for that, but I saw that and I saw it in the Tyneside with my brother like a week later. So
and that was a whole thing. I like the films on the course that have sparked a whole thing and a whole debate about them.
They are double billing it at the Tyneside soon, to be fair.
I don't think I
don't know if I can handle that.
I couldn't do two Blade Runners. My ears would be ringing from the.
I think I would do it if the second one wasn't so fucking long. I think like the second one's great, but it is way too long. They're just not the kind of film that you could double bill.
No. 7 years.
It does. Yeah.
It like ends like 4 different times.
It does. Yeah. The second one feels like you're watching 2 films in itself anyway. Because
I had to walk you on through watching the second one without watching the first one, and also missing the first.
It's like Tron Legacy, like I was saying. It's one of those films that you can get away with watching the sequel without the original.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Like she missed the first third of that one as well. Also, I had to lay the background for what a replicant is, what the whole first film was about.
Did you pause it, or was it while I was still?
I paused. Yeah, I had to pause, and then I had to keep watching.
My head would have exploded.
I know.
Have you seen the Will Smith gif? It's going like.
And at the end, I try to come to my own conclusions about like what the story was, because like it leads you in different directions like every time. That's why I like the second one, how it just keeps making you guess, in a way that the first one doesn't. Well, the first one does, though. It's in a more subtle way.
They
both have the question of what's a robot, what's a human. Is that guy a robot? Is that guy a human? Like that's what Blade Runner is at its core.
I think the thing with
like it.
The difference with it is you can sort of boil it down to the difference in the industry, where the first the second one they felt the need to explain it, whereas the first one they were like, who gives a fuck? I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I don't think anybody who was making it was fully decided, which is why there's so many different cuts of it that like change their minds, because it's like what you see nowadays is like, oh well, if the fans think that that's the popular thing, when we should let's feed into that, let's do that. But then if it's like, yeah, but I don't want to do that, that's not what the intention was originally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which is the advantage of picking into it in uni, because Steve couldn't give a fuck what Ridley Scott or the fans think. It's like, what do you think, you know? And I like that.
Yeah. We all ended up writing on Blade Runner as well, didn't we?
Yeah, I think everyone,
everyone wrote that. It was the same. It was the first scene as well.
I know, just constantly having it on loop.
Yeah.
I didn't.
What did you do?
I did Dreams of a Life, I think.
What's wrong with you?
I would have meddled into the show for
I
myself.
was trying to challenge myself, but it was terrible.
That's an
I had to
honourable mention for
rewatch
worst
it.
pick.
9 o'clock in the morning, by the way, who watched that? I remember leaving 2 and even going, what the hell was that? That was abysmal. Also, isn't it mad how Ridley Scott's from Shields?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from South Shields, so it's Tony Scott.
The future Ridley Scott could be in this very room.
Yeah, it's me.
Come on,
Make him drivel.
are you hiring? Come on, get me in there, please.
I mean, Shields has produced like a high number of celebrities, like, so it could be.
It hasn't like.
It has.
Ridley Scott.
Joe McKeldry.
Yeah, Joe
McKeldry.
Catherine Cookson.
One of them from Little Mix.
Tony Scott, you're forgetting the better Scott brother.
There's another
in my opinion.
There's more famous people from Shields, I swear. There is.
Tony Scott's the cooler.
Oh, Eric Idle.
Eric Idle, yeah, from Shields.
Yeah.
Joe McKeldry.
Joe McKeldry mentioned in the same
Joe McKeldry
conversation.
on the podcast.
That'd be good.
Are you joking? We're going to do a third musical episode.
Should do a pantomime episode?
Oh, God.
50%. Put it on the cousin's house.
Actually.
That's an awful idea.
So my favourite Cine Club screening would probably have to be Mallrats. It's not my favourite Cine Club of all time.
Dion film is Billy's
3 years
favourite.
dogging on him. Like, my favourite was it.
It's not my favourite like film that's been on at Cine Club, but it's probably like my favourite screening experience, because like I didn't have any expectations going into it. Yeah,
that was my biggest surprise, because I was convinced you were all going to hate it. I genuinely thought.
Well, I also thought I was going to hate it going in.
Like seeing that opening shot and seeing it look like it looks like Cool Cat. Like, please, someone get that reference. Cool Cat.
Cool Cat saves the kids.
It looked like that at the opening. I was like, oh god, what
was it open again?
I don't know. Well, it's just them standing on the driveway, and it just looked like that type of like camera quality. I'm thinking, what the hell is this going to be?
Doesn't it open with the story about the cousin and the gerbil though, which is already like the fucking great start? Where
I don't remember that bit, but I just remember the opening like actual shot of like them like standing on the driveway.
it's That's how it's
It
because
looks-
it's shots of them all explaining.
Yeah, it looked pretty like amateur, right? I was thinking, oh my god, this is gonna be terrible, isn't it? But then by the end, I was like, oh, this is great. And seeing your reaction, really.
Yeah.
Next, it was funny.
I remember like vividly the bit when they're doing the game show at the end. He goes, "What the hell is Whoopi?" And he goes, "You mean like?" I heard him howling behind me. I was like, "What the hell is?" I thought he was on glue. I remember turning on at one point.
I know I've never seen you laugh that hard ever.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, the only other time I saw you laugh that hard was the Polaroid thing.
Yeah.
Can we explain the Polaroid thing actually for people listening?
I mean, you can if you want, yeah.
I don't remember it. I was like zoned out.
You don't remember it?
I remember vividly what
Well, it
happened.
was just
Vaguely,
in
sorry.
one of the classes with Steve.
Yes.
He was putting the clip on the thing, and I think he went to skip the advert and he accidentally skipped the entire video, so it went on like a bloopers behind the scenes video,
It's like
and it opened with
Watch
Paul
Mojo.
Rudd farting in bed, and he was like, "What the heck is this?" It's so funny. Yeah.
Him trying to keep his composure while everyone else is like, everyone else couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, I mean, Mallrats is a really funny
Mallrats.
film, to be
Yeah.
fair. So
Like I say, it wasn't my favourite overall Cine Club. I don't know what I would sort of label that as, but I think it's the experience that sticks with us the most.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
What's the
it was that
what's
and the Christmas
handshake
ones.
thing he does?
Oh, where he puts his,
What's it
Yeah,
called
where
again?
he
What's
puts
it
his
called
hand
again?
down his arse. Though.
What's it called?
dip his arse and then he covers his in his
I can't remember what
pretzels.
it's
What the hell is
called.
it called?
He has a name. He does have a name for it, and then he's like
Like a sweat shake or something, like some horrible like.
something like that.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's
Anyway.
gonna pop into my head.
Stink palm.
Stink
That's it,
palm. You got to
stink
stink
palm,
palm
yeah.
him. Yeah.
And we were
Yeah.
just saying like for weeks after, I'm gonna stink palm it. Like, what did you do when we got to just go and stink palm it? I was giving us the certificate.
But yeah, like I
it was-
say, it was a good film, funny film.
Really quotable as well.
Yeah.
I think that's the advantage.
Good quotes, like sort of felt like it had a good heart to it as well for a comedy film. So
Yeah.
I'm very skeptical when it comes to comedy films because I feel like it could like they just could just go all comedy, no sort of substance for that. If you get what I
Funny
mean?
got fingered, yeah.
Yeah.
Great film. by the
So,
way.
but like I feel like that had a good balance of it's sort of comedy with
Yeah.
a plot and like strong
Mhm.
characters. Like
Yeah.
the scene with Stan Lee.
Yeah.
It's like that comes to mind. I quite like that one.
It has like an actual like character arc
Yeah.
throughout it. Like
I
it
think-
doesn't just joke for the sake of joke.
Yeah, because that's why I thought you were going to like it, because effectively the gist is two complete dickheads trying to get their girlfriends back. And, like, on paper, you know, it's like, oh, these guys are really unlikable. But, like you say, something about the performances and it just, yeah, it has a lot of heart. And suddenly you're, like, actually rooting for them, even though they're still not really that
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
characters. But
And it's like
compared to the worst characters of Ben Affleck and, like, everyone else in it.
introduced to the world of like Jane Silent Bob
Can't
as well.
stand them.
It
Yeah.
didn't. It
You
didn't.
don't like Jane Silent
technically.
Bob?
I just don't think they're funny. I think it's like proper stoner comedy. Those two.
Oh yeah, they are.
Well,
And
that's
I don't think
so
they fit at
funny.
all.
I think they work best in that film because they're not the main character.
yeah, it's a Jack Sparrow
And
effect,
like,
isn't it?
yeah, I think the only part that they jump the shark in it is with Silent Bob's like utility belt and where he's like gliding
Oh,
over
that
people.
bit
And
is
that,
actually
yeah.
quite funny.
It's
isn't it?
fat ass
it is funny, but like I say, they work in that one. Whereas the other Kevin Smith film that I think I've only seen Dogma,
Mhm.
but they didn't really work in that one.
yeah, like
They work better when they're side characters.
Yeah.
but still.
I really appreciate Kevin Smith's ego as well for not having himself have a speaking role, and he's
Yeah.
he's not even like the funniest character. He's not even like writing himself all the really funny lines
Yeah.
because he doesn't have any funny
Yeah.
lines. He's just
Yeah.
he's a
But he
bit
does.
part.
He always gives himself one line,
Yeah,
which is what I really like. In every appearance, Silent Bob will say one thing, and that'll be like the takeaway of the entire
What
film.
does it
That'll
say
be
more
like
that?
He's
some more rats. It's it's adventure something. These are not what a Jedi craves. When he's
Yeah,
done,
it's
when he's
because he was
used the
trying to do
Force.
like the Force the whole
So
time.
he like
yeah.
quotes a Star Wars film,
Oh, yeah.
and then he like does that all throughout all of them, and they just appear, and he always you know.
And for my like sort of overall, like if I could pick one last film as a student, there's there's ones that I would suggest, and like I might suggest if we're still coming in like September onwards, because like I would probably do Hard Boiled or Cabaret, the Alan Cumming one.
definitely.
But like as a student, I sort of like the idea that Jake had of with Godzilla versus Biollante, sort of having one that links back to his first screening of Mothra to sort of close it out. I would probably do Targets, Peter Bogdanovich's film, because it's the last major film Boris Karloff was in. So I thought it would be like a nice way, because sort of my first ever suggestion was Bride of Frankenstein. Sort of the role that put him on the map. It wasn't his sort of breakout one, because that was the first one, but that was sort of what put him on the map, that character. So I thought it would be a nice way to close it out with this one where he plays a guy. He's basically playing himself in it, for lack of a better word. He's like an aging Hollywood movie star who's trying to sort of get back to where he was, and they've even got scenes in it from The Terror, the Roger Corman film, but they just like rename it as something else.
Yeah.
So he is basically just playing himself in this film, and but it's like split evenly. So it's the plot line with him, and then like a plot line where there's just a nutcase with a rifle going around just randomly shooting people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard to explain and make it sound good, but it is a really good film.
It is good, yeah. It's not just because it's got Boris Karloff in it.
And then it collides at the end of it, and I would be sort of the only thing that would hold us back is I don't know how much you would actually like it because it's a bit of a slow burn, and I feel like slow burns don't tend to go over as well at Cine Club because people are just sort of sat there like,
because the cinema's
I want to
too
go to the pub.
TikTok minded.
Yeah.
Cinema's too cold, yeah. That's the problem.
Hence
I
why.
think it's that. I think there's some really good slow burn films.
Yeah.
I think it's just when they're really boring, like Saint Jack.
It is the same director as Saint Jack.
Oh,
Yes, it is, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I said like, if I could just suggest any more, it probably would be Hard Boiled or Cabaret. It's like
Hard Boiled's like the opposite of that.
Yeah,
Hard Boiled's just insane.
It's just insane.
Famously,
and blowing people's heads off.
it's famously, I've got like the long list, but so there's like loads of films I could choose from, but like
you got most of them done though, and all respect to you like absolutely smashed into them. So,
but like I say, if I could choose one more to end on as a student, not like beyond this, it would be Targets.
Okay, right. So my favourite film on the course, I had a few choices. A lot of my French films actually. The one I think I have went with as a total is Welcome to the Sticks.
Yeah,
it had to get a mention.
It had to be that.
You need to elaborate on what Welcome to the Sticks is for the uninitiated.
Ridiculous, the stranglehold this
Welcome to the Sticks. This film had like Matthew says, a stranglehold on me for all of third
like 6
year.
months.
It's on this module. It was Steve's module, International Cinema. I think it was like, was it the first or second?
It was the first film.
The very
that would,
first film.
Yeah, when we'd come back after like the 6 weeks or something.
And Steve's the International Cinema guy. That's his expertise. We had an episode on French New Wave with him on, right?
Yeah.
So we were expecting him to show us all the wonders of French and Spanish cinema and all that, like enlighten us on like the best films of all time. First thing he puts on is this film called Welcome to the Sticks, and basically, for anyone who doesn't know, it's essentially a French Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Isn't it like the most popular film?
Yes, it's the highest grossing like French film.
Like
ever.
their Titanic.
Basically, it actually beat Titanic in France.
is?
Yes.
Are you joking?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
You're joking.
It did.
Jesus Christ.
And it follows this man who gets he's like a post office worker, right? And because of some mishap or whatever, he gets sent to.
Tends to be disabled.
lies,
He tends to be disabled, try and get a better job.
He pretends to be disabled so that he can get transferred to the south where it's
Yes.
nice and warm.
Yeah, to like the
He gets
Riviera,
found out.
yeah.
He has to go and visit like the French Godfather.
Yeah.
And then he gets sent to like the middle of nowhere with like a load of just like head cases who speak wrong.
Yeah, like because the whole film, they're big in the. It's like supposed to be a heartwarming film. They take the piss out like northern stereotypes in France, but it just makes it worse. I
Yeah.
think because we don't understand, right? So the subtitles are all like messed up because they're trying to like show the accent in
It doesn't
subtitles as well.
translate
Yeah.
well.
It doesn't
That's-
translate.
I think that's
Yeah.
the issue.
Because everyone like speaks like ash and like
Yeah, I fell on my ass.
I fell on my ash.
So like,
and, like
these subtitles would just say, "I fell on my ash,"
yeah,
and then they would all just say like these. They would all have the catchphrase. They'd be like, bilut.
and they've all got like, the catchphrase
It's like making a noise.
It's like Italians just all going oh and like people from like, oh you man like that kind of
How
like
many stereotypes are we going to try and take
we're going to get
That
all
is-
of them soon.
Come on, man.
The fact that, like,
shadow band.
I don't know what it was about this film. Like I remember, it was notoriously terrible. I took the take and I was like,
I genuinely
thought it was dog shit.
I genuinely
Didn't
quite
feel
liked
like-
it. Yeah, well,
Well, I
I
remember-
came out of it and I was like, that was somewhat entertaining. Like,
Couldn't get over
I
it.
thought it was quite
It was
funny.
not. I had a
I didn't
headache.
even mind.
Well, I think the issue with a lot of the screenings that we've had on this course is that they're like at the crack of dawn. So like
Yeah.
nobody's
one's
in the mood. Yeah, no one's in the mood for
Well,
it. So,
yeah,
so
God,
if the film is like slightly bad, we just think it's like the worst
I
thing
do,
ever.
I do kind of miss that though.
Yeah.
There was like 3 good jokes in the whole film.
Well, it was bad, but it wasn't boring.
It
Yeah,
wasn't boring.
exactly.
It was the bit,
Exactly
it wasn't
that,
because there was
yeah.
always something going on. Like he randomly he meets his new friend who he works with, and they get
non-Bollywood.
leathered,
Yeah.
and they start causing like chaos through France.
Yeah.
And then not even 5 minutes later, they're pretending to be like trailer trash,
Yeah.
like firing shotguns in
It's
the
not
air.
like the bicycle bit, right?
Well,
where
they
they're
must
riding
have,
around
thought
drunk
that
on
was
the
like the funniest thing ever because
I know.
it's
It's on the
every single poster.
Yeah,
is
take a
them on the
palm
bike.
out.
It's the poster. It's the poster thing. It's still our names in our like travel group chat to this day.
20
Oh,
years
yeah,
old.
that's worth
But it's-
that's worth a mention.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got like a little group chat for carpooling into uni, and we're all named after the characters from
Welcome
this
to the
film.
Sticks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Every morning we used to get into a car and go, I balloon.
Yeah. no.
But I think that's like I say, it's just it was daft, it was stupid, and it's not very good, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of film I expect to watch at uni. It's the kind of film that I would like go see with my dad
That's
on
why
a
it was
Saturday
such, like-
afternoon or something.
That's why it was such like a mindfuck because we're not watching like.
and then every other film after that was just like another Ken Loach film.
Yeah.
with
it took me
French or
ages to get like the
Spanish, and it
new
was
wave,
like-
right? And then that was the
know.
first thing that
why
he showed.
wasn't
me.
like Mondays in the Sun the next film that
yeah.
we watched?
Oh,
or something?
so
That was
Yeah,
worth.
that
That
was
genuinely
100%.
That didn't get any jokes because it wasn't absurd.
Because I actually
funny,
like I
right?
genuinely
Yeah.
fell asleep in that one because it was like too. It was just nothing happened. At least the other one was like stupid.
Yeah.
And like things were constantly happening. There was jokes. There was people on bikes. There was mentalists all talking the wrong way. There was weird food. There
You
was,
mentioned falling asleep in
Yeah.
Mondays in
Oh,
the Sun.
yeah.
It was on the same module. We need to mention Matthew falling asleep during
Yeah,
Chunking
I'd gone out the
Express.
night before,
hilarious.
lied to you all, saying I felt really ill. I wasn't really.
You just
I was
got
really hungover.
bladdered.
And there's a famous photo now of me falling asleep.
Falling asleep during like probably one of the best films that have been, that's been screened on the
Chunking
course.
Express was
It was
actually
really
really
good.
good as well. So like,
I'm sure it got screened twice. Were you there for the second time
So
that
good.
it
Yeah,
got
it was
on?
two screens.
Ironically,
You
the
missed
second
both of them.
time I was sat there, I was like, I would rather be asleep. It was good, but
The second half's
constant
boring.
use of the song
Yeah.
was doing me in.
Yeah. Chinese dreams, isn't it?
No,
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 the California Dreaming.
No, it's California.
No,
No, it's like a cover of the Cranberries.
No,
yeah.
He
it's
means
a
like the
Chinese version
the
of
Cranberries.
Dreams by the Cranberries,
Oh.
Not a
which
song
also
called
plays.
Chinese Dreams.
There's only like 2 songs on the soundtrack, basically.
I know.
Oh no, there's 3 because there's also the What a Difference a Day Made or whatever plays
Yeah.
in it.
It is really good.
I've got a bit of a bone to pick with Welcome to the Sticks as well, right? Well, obviously I
There's
do.
a
I've got
surprise.
several bones to pick, right? That bicycle scene is on every single poster. They think it's the funniest thing in the world, right? The level of like insanity they get up to, like the concept.
It's
they
quite
get-
tame.
It's really tame. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, she's so crazy, we can't take her
I was
anywhere.
literally
Like,
just thinking,
it's
is
that
it like
kind
one
of
of
thing.
those,
I think the extent of craziness is like the pee in the river or something.
Yeah, and
don't
they just slightly swerve on the bicycle, like, ooh, ooh. And then they got all their friends, like, going, oh my god, like,
Bilou.
and the whole thing was just so bad that we just kind of forced it, and it got like, because we're done with it that much after the film, we just kept going Bilou and like not wanting to think about it, but then it just became like part of our vocabulary.
It sort of took over from like Flash Gordon was sort of like the go-to sort
Yeah.
of film. I feel like that ended up taking over. It wasn't even a
yeah.
Cine Club film, but that sort of ended up taking over as the
So
sort of
funny.
group joke
Yeah,
film.
because it was just that bad.
Yeah.
I would
It was hard to dog on it,
happily
'cause
rewatch that, you know.
I was gonna.
I would
for this
rewatch
episode,
it,
Just the
yeah.
disbelief.
I reckon if we
'Cause
rewatched
I
it
think
like
we'd
at
actually-
night after after a couple of drinks, we'd enjoy it.
Would enjoy
Yeah.
it because it just wasn't. It like literally wasn't even that bad. It was just like
9 in
stupid.
the morning.
But yeah,
There is
Okay,
actually, I think,
well-
a really funny joke in that.
Go on.
It's near the start when he's driving to Lenore.
Oh yes,
And the guy, the policeman pulls him over for speeding. And he's like, where do you think you're going? He's like, I'm going to the north. And he's like,
I'm sorry.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And he like, doesn't he like salute him as he's
Yeah.
driving off?
Isn't he driving like way like under the
He's
speed
like,
limit?
he's driving 20 miles
miles
an
an
hour,
hour.
yeah. It's the bit where they go to the sign says the north, and then it immediately starts. raining.
starts raining.
That bit's good.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so my
What's your
best,
favourite
my best
Cine
Cine
Club
Club pick. There's a few, but I think Rocky 4 is one of my favourites
Yeah, I
up
was
there.
gonna
say.
Just again for the
Yeah.
experience of it. It's not my favourite Rocky film. Out of the ones I've seen, it's my least favourite actually.
Yeah.
But
Just
like,
the experience of
the
it.
experience of leading up to it, because I
It's
watched.
because you two and
Yeah,
Matthew,
we all watched
were
all the
just,
Rocky
like
films.
binging it
Yeah.
in the lead up. Yeah.
Because
Were you watching all of them as well?
yeah, I stopped after 4 because I couldn't be bothered anymore. But like I got
You're
I
not
watched
missing much.
exactly. I
I don't
watched
think.
the first
I think
3.
I've watched. I mean, the only other one worth watching is probably Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
6th one. That one's really good.
I think
and that
that-
one's like a.
That's the thing. If you look on my letterbox at the Rocky films, it's like Rocky 1 to 3, 5 stars. Rocky 4, 4 stars, and then it just drops off a cliff with the fifth one because it's really bad.
Yeah, like
I
it,
still haven't seen the fifth.
You're really not missing much.
because it felt like an actual event, like a sporting event, like Rocky does. That's the appeal
Yeah.
of Rocky. Like you get to like basically watch an actual boxing match at
Yeah.
the end of it. That's the fun of it. You get to cheer on your guy. You know, Rocky's your guy. He's the good guy. There's the heel villain.
The
who you got
underdog.
who you got to fight. He's the underdog. Everyone loves an
Yeah.
underdog. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the fun part of it. Like just seeing and seeing all the other Rocky films as well, and like comparing them and like seeing how they've adapted over
in like 24 hours.
Exactly, yeah, and like seeing how they'd all changed.
Yeah.
Over time, because obviously Rocky's big is like a massive icon in the 80s because of how Reagan talked about him and how like
That was Rambo, you were thinking?
it was both of them.
Was it both?
Both of them, yes.
I'll let you
And
off.
like it's like because I think Rocky 2 was 1979, I think,
Yeah.
and then it's weird because something flips in Stallone's head when he's
I
making
know
Rocky
it goes
3.
from like a proper gritty, like, grounded film to like
Mhm.
proper blockbuster territory with the
I
other
think
ones.
Club Alarm.
Is it not just
Yeah.
because he got money?
Yeah.
He probably got a
But
massive
that
budget
whole story
at that
about
point.
him like being on his last
Yeah,
legs
it's
when he's
not
making the
true.
film,
Yeah.
that's just bullshit.
What, on which one?
When he's making Rocky,
Yeah,
he was never like
was he not?
no, he
Family
was never
having
he was never
That-
poor.
He
that's
said
like
he
the-
had to sell his dog.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
sell his dog by
That's
He
like-
did, no,
Yeah,
he
but
was
his
he was
dad-
mates with
yeah.
the British Shah of Iran. Like that story's just all a lie to make
I'd
the
add that as
the
well.
film
It was
seem
like
better.
his family were like quite well off.
Yeah,
Shattering the dreams of Big Rock.
I know it made me
know.
really sad
You're
because
gonna
I really like that.
ruin the whole
I
experience.
know I really like the Rags to Riches story.
Well, I think like you were saying, the event of building up to it, because I'd never seen any of them. So I started watching the first Rocky at 10 in the morning, and then they got to midnight, and I was like, this might be a bad idea. I should probably call it quits at midnight. Watched Rocky 2, and then I was the bit when is it when Adrian's in hospital?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then when that bit, I was like crying, and I was like, oh, it's mortifying. Then it got to the last fight, like 3:30 in the morning. I'm stood up, I'm like whispering, cheering him on. Then Rocky 3 at like 5 in the morning. I'm like, right, I need to be up in 4 hours. Let's crack on this. I thought I was hallucinating when he's getting spun by Hulk Hogan.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
class.
That's
Thunder
it.
lips.
And then it was when it was really nice when me and you would both watch all of
Yeah,
them.
we
on the
watched
bus.
all of them on the
And
bus.
we'll
We were
go
talking
in.
about like because like Rocky 1 and 2 are like the quintessential like 70s films, I think,
Yeah.
and then Rocky 3 and 4 are the quintessential 80s
I
films.
think
But they're
Rocky
just
3
so
is
different.
like still really good.
Rocky 3's still brilliant. Rocky 3 is my favourite.
It's
Yeah, it's
it's
my
good,
favourite
but
as
it's when the
well.
tropes like start to come in. I think.
I think
Yeah,
that's
but-
part of the appeal of it, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because
I
again,
feel
it's
like
the
it
start of
gets
the
away
trope.
with it because it's not as in your face as Rocky 4.
With
As
the
Apollo
robots,
Creed
yeah.
coming
Yeah.
on to like not Mr. T.
Living in America.
David
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
The reason,
Yeah.
but the reason, I think part of the reason why Rocky 3 is probably the best one for me is because it has the most Apollo Creed, and Apollo Creed's
does,
like
yeah.
a really, really, really strong
Yeah,
character.
he's got nothing else to do by the time we get to 4.
But by the time you get to 4, he's basically dead for
Yeah, yeah.
most of it.
Yeah,
He's
so
got
it's like
nothing to do but die.
So it's
And
like this is
he's-
the one where we kill Apollo Creed. That's
Yeah,
the,
and
yeah,
he's
that's
just
what
the
they
he's
know
just the
for,
bad guy in the first
and
two.
it turns into
3.
like it's like almost like anime level power scaling by the time you get to 4 as well.
It's
Yeah.
so funny the bit when like the like tapping gloves.
Oh yeah.
On Apollo's face, he's like the music's like synth going.
He's like face sinks as he realizes.
So
he's like,
It, like
He's not built for this.
it's such an applicable
rock.
like scene like gifs and that. It's like when he's playing like Street Fighter competitive and the guy with the Japanese username joins. It's like that.
if he
It's
dies,
so
he
applicable.
dies.
But like like the tropes start to come in a bit too much at that point, and it's like a massive like the Cold War comes into it a lot. And
Rocky ends
it
the
becomes
Cold War.
It's a
and
film that ends
exactly.
the Cold War.
He becomes a superhero. It's like he becomes like a flanderization of himself. I think
Usually
by,
I
the-
would
by
be-
that end.
Usually I would be like, oh, it's really corny, but I feel like they get away with it.
Just
I think
about.
because they're raising the stakes in each film. If if it started with Rocky 4 and he was a
You wouldn't
superhero,
be arsed.
it would be over the top. That's what it would be. It would just be like the film over the top. But like,
It's a great pull.
yeah, that's basically what it would be. It's like a super powered superhero Stallone trying to like arm wrestle people to get his truck back. It's like,
But like
but because it's not that, because you've watched him grow and he's become this like American hero
Yeah.
from from Philly and everybody's rooting for him. Like now he's like,
thing is though, I feel like Rocky loses a bit of his soul after the second one. Like because in the first two,
'Cause he gets
him and
bullied.
Adrian
In the first,
are really weird.
it's really funny
Yeah.
the first film because
Uh-huh.
the bit when he's like a normal guy, he's a bit awkward. Like when the guy goes, "Hey, you should take her to the zoo," and he takes her to the
Yeah.
zoo, and she's going, "What are we doing here?" He's like, "I don't know."
Yeah, like and then Rocky gets his money, he gets his
Yeah.
mansion, he gets his
He's
son.
had some work
he gets
done,
his
clearly, by Rocky IV.
He gets his son, also called Rocky 2.
He's got that
And-
shit on as well.
Yeah,
Rocky
and he like
IV.
has this like
Wearing like Armani as Apollo Creed's been murdered the night before.
He's got this-
He's still in the kitchen with Adrian crying, but he's like, "Hang on, let me get me penny,
Nike tracksuit head to
let me
toe.
get me penny loafers." I can't take it seriously.
he's got
He's got a robot too.
he's got a fucking robot.
He's got Paulie's robot. It was when we were going there. Like, was it when we were going when me and you were on the bus?
Yeah, on the bus there.
You'd mentioned the robot to me, and I thought you were joking.
Yeah, the
I do genuinely think the director's cut adds a lot though, because this is
I think it's better.
It's one of those cases where usually a director's cut's like total horse shit, and it's just there to get more money. But I genuinely do think the director's cut's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's like an anime where Rocky doesn't it's the whole thing's a training arc. That's what it is. Like Rocky doesn't beat Apollo, then he beats Apollo, so now he's stronger than Apollo. But then an even stronger guy comes on and beats Apollo and kills Rocky's trainer. And then he's got to fight. He's got to train to beat the stronger guy. So now he's stronger than the stronger guy. But there's an even stronger guy who comes along. It's like Dragon Ball.
Well, I think
Dragon Ball for white people.
It is to
even
be
more
fair.
than Dragon Ball is for white people.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, are we not allowed to watch Dragon Ball? Like, so, all right then. Fuck's sake, I've totally lost my train of thought now because you've said that. No, I think that it starts losing a little bit of credibility when they start killing people off because it was more believable as a sports film.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if sport was that exciting and people were getting killed every week, like, I would watch it. It would be amazing, but it's not. Real life boxing's really boring. Like, they never ever throw a punch half the time.
Like, Clubber Lang should be like on trial.
Exactly.
For giving this poor fella a heart attack. And shoving down the stairs.
You can give a lot of credit in these films to the drum punches because every time you punch someone, it's like the most unrealistic thing ever.
But like nothing beats the feeling of watching any Rocky film, and then we get the final fight, and you're still cheering them on. Even if it's the worst Rocky film, you're still cheering them on.
I just put them on half the time and just watch the end, and it's like you just tuned into the best boxing match that's ever happened.
Yeah, because it's like you've got stakes in it. I don't know a clue about boxing. I don't want to see. I don't care about Jake Paul. He's horrible.
Punch people.
But like Rocky's great.
Well, that's what I mean. If it was Jake Paul, like everybody thought that was going to be like Apollo Creed versus Drago. Like I thought he's going to get killed outright. Yeah, and it would have been awesome, but he didn't. So it was like really boring.
Okay, so if I could have another recommendation for another film, it's Cine Club. I have three. Right, I'm going to name them. And I'm going to talk about one of them. Right. So first one, Naked Gun. Really funny film. One of the funniest films of all time.
Yeah.
See, especially in retrospective. Oh my god. Seeing O.J. Simpson in a comedy film, being like a slapstick character, getting pushed about and getting flung off a ramp.
Is he not
He like nearly dies.
He's in like the first two, I think. Yeah.
Why is not in the third one?
I don't know.
Oh, I
haven't seen the third one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I stopped at the second one because it was just not funny.
Continue on.
Anyway, yeah. And then the second one is going to be one I just picked off the top of my head, Full Metal Jacket, because that's just a really good film.
Such an insane contrast.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's like probably one of the best Vietnam films. The first hour is some of the tightest filmmaking I've ever seen. And it just got a really good vibe to it, and it's like quite iconic. I think
vibe doesn't like Vincent. Is this the one with Vincent D'Onofrio like blows his head off?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's
basically.
It's really like that first hour is really iconic. I think
it's a great vibe. You know, this guy's getting like abused in the barracks. He's getting his head screamed off.
The bit with the drill sergeant's quite funny.
All of the Ali Ermey stuff looks.
It's like the base. It's just like the origin point. Like every like schizo poster ever. Like they're just like. It's just great, that bit where the guy just goes
How much
crazy.
would I have to pay you to get up in front of Steve and the whole Cine Club squad and say, I'm picking this because it's the #1 schizo post in Reddit film that I would like everyone to see? He'd actually look insane.
I think you'd get like sectioned.
I've actually never seen it.
It's so good. It's really good. Watch it. I'm not telling it very well. My last one, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yes.
And this is quite an underrated film, I think.
It's such like the strangest contrast in those three ones.
It's a quality film.
Yeah. And they're all good films. They're just in their own department. I've got a very wide taste, me, I think.
You could have done that one, what you're doing today, and you could have done a Shakespeare double bill.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been good. Because 10 Things I Hate About You is Taming of the Shrew and Throwing a Blood's Macbeth. They're both adapted from Shakespeare.
Yeah. And it's
don't look so disgusted. He's quite a well-respected writer from what I've heard.
So 10 Things I Hate About You is one of those weird Shakespeare revivals that has like Heath Ledger in it, right? And this is Heath Ledger doing his best. He's so funny.
He's doing his best.
He's so like charismatic in this film. He's like him and the lead girl. I can't remember the name of, unfortunately. carry this film. They're just so entertaining together. It's a great romance film. It's really funny as well. It's quite iconic.
Really
Me and I had a whole like situation trying to watch it because we bought the Ultra HD one on Prime, and I didn't have an Ultra HD telly, so it came out really, really, really like saturated. No,
is it this film or Mean Girls has the white vases in it?
That's
film?
Mean Girls.
Is it? No, it's this one.
Are you sure?
I swear it's this one.
White Rasses is this one. Yeah, White Rasses is this
That's
one.
the funny bit.
Yeah, because it just goes like on a limb and it just has the weird bits. Like It's in that Mean Girls era. It's just really
It is
fun and
fun.
really
You can
funny.
just put all sorts of random stuff
In the,
in
yeah,
the film and
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's got the really
consequence.
iconic scene where he's on
On the steps.
He's on the steps and he's singing the song. I just love it.
The
It's
house
just a
party
really,
bit's great as well, where she's dancing to hypnotize. I really like all
it's a
that.
really like good like I'd say feel good film because I feel good watching it. Like,
is a
it's
feel-good
just
film,
fun.
yeah.
It's
I
funny.
can't believe that's as part of the Full Metal Jacket. I can't wrap my head around it.
But we'll have a joy and whimsy there. And that,
Lovely.
I think that's all I really have to say about that film. It's just a really good film. I
Lovely.
enjoy it in a very specific niche, in the same vein of Mean Girls, like you say.
It's a fun rom com. You
Mhm.
know,
It's
good.
Right, so my favourite film from the course is probably Run Lola Run, which I had never
Awesome
heard
film.
of before.
Mm.
I don't even think I've seen many German films
Yeah,
or like modern German
that was
films.
the only one
anyway.
that actually got showed. Actually, no, we got Nosferatu, but does that
doesn't
really count?
no.
Yeah,
No.
that's the only one they showed, which was a bit strange.
Yeah, so, and I usually hate films like Groundhog Day that repeat themselves over and over again, but it's like different every time. It's just really cool. The editing's so like tight, and it's just so like action. I just
Yeah.
loved it. It was
Mhm.
great.
That
It
does
is good.
that did stand out like during that period when we had like every film was like the most miserable thing that you'd ever see.
Oh,
and you're like,
God,
and then you
yeah.
had that one. It was like a sort of shining beacon in between like what was it
was
called?
in between
Turtles Can Fly. and
Turtles
stuff
Can
like
Fly.
that. Yeah.
Oh, Repulsion was a bad one.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Repulsion
That was
terrible.
that was a different year. Run Lola Run was first year.
Oh, yeah,
that was,
it was,
that was one of that was first semester.
That was one of
wasn't
the, it was
Yeah.
one of the first ones I remember
Mm.
from because we were doing Steve's classes, and I remember part of the analysis because I already liked it when I watched it because, like you say, the pace and everything about it because it's a really short film as well, which I
Mhm.
love.
Yeah, it's only like 90 minutes.
it's only
isn't it?
90 minutes. It never stops, and I remember thinking, oh, this like it's structured like a video game, and then I said that in the class, and I thought, oh, this is gonna be like the biggest reach, and Steve was like, no, that's like kind of the whole point. And I was like,
Yeah.
that makes us like it even more. 'cause
Yeah.
It's like got like a character select screen.
Mhm.
It's got all these different situations. It breaks like logic when she's
Oh, it's
like
very like late 90s.
late 90s
Yeah.
MTV sort of like
Oh, like the PS2
content.
adverts.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a PS2 advert
Mhm.
as a film. Like I think
That's
that's
a good way of describing
that's a
it.
really
Yeah.
good way of describing it. I
Like-
think that's why I liked it so much because
Mhm.
it's just like this, sort of redhead protagonist. You don't really know that much about her. She's just going about or doing cool stuff. Like
Yeah.
I
I
say.
genuinely almost said what was she called?
Lola.
What was the guy called? Though?
Who
Manny,
cares?
wasn't it?
Manny. That's it. Manny.
My only
Yes.
issue was watching it like once again at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's got a great soundtrack.
Mhm.
Soundtrack
past 3 p.m.
quality. Yeah, that's another thing that I like.
I remember the first one I left, I was like, oh, I didn't really enjoy that. But then I thought about it, and over the next few days, I was like, no, I actually did quite enjoy that.
Mhm.
I was looking at it on 4K the other day. I was like, I'm ready to buy it because I actually
It
love
was
it.
dead good.
So good. It was. I think I got it on DVD afterwards because like everybody I told about it had never heard of it and thought I was
Yeah.
making it up, and like I was like, no, it's really cool. You would love it. So
It's probably big in Germany, but I've never heard of it before.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got that. Yeah, it's that sort of style, I guess. There must, but still, even then, the whole video game and house music thing is.
Up your
I would
street, innit?
always thought was a bit more British, a bit more my thing, but
Yeah.
you know, because that's what the film Hackers is like, because that's like a sort of Hollywood version of that where you get Angelina Jolie and Johnny Lee Miller doing that sort of thing where they're all dressed in the most 90s clothes imaginable.
Yeah.
Prodigy music's playing constantly.
Mm.
They're running around hacking, but it doesn't actually work like that in real life.
Yeah.
It's like a really
It was just quite
dramatized
unlike
version.
anything else we've had on the course ever.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
we've not had anything in that genre since,
No, totally.
and I really appreciate it for that.
It was cool. It was like utterly stylized to the max, which I
Mhm.
love.
Yeah.
And I'll say my favourite cine club was probably Blue Velvet,
Oh yes,
Awesome.
yes.
which is one of the few David Lynch films I've seen. But it did encourage us to watch Twin Peaks, so that's
Yeah.
good. Very bizarre.
Yeah.
Awesome film.
Technically, my suggestion that couldn't even go.
Aw.
Well,
It was only like us, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was the
It was like
Yeah.
the first one, wasn't it? And it was a week earlier than we thought it was going to be, and it was just like a handful of us. But
Mhm.
it was great. I'd seen it the year before, but like you watching these things like in the cinema. It's like watching it again for the first time. You know,
Yeah.
you feel like you've missed out on so much stuff, and I feel like that's a weirdly rewatchable film for how like dark and grim the subject matter
I
is.
don't
like,
want to
there's-
rewatch it.
No, I would rewatch
The
it.
thing is, on rewatch, I feel like my issue with Blue Velvet, in the sort of grand scheme of things, is that a lot of the themes are the same that are done in Twin Peaks, but like it feels like it's done better in Twin Peaks with a lot of the same cast.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to
Yeah.
watch quite as much content.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Preferably, it should be over in an hour and a half. No, I feel like I'm hating on Lynch here, but I don't think I am. It's just quite shocking. Like at any time, I just wasn't prepared. I don't think for like going in, even though it's one of his more tamer.
Yeah,
Films.
that's pretty tame as far as things go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're saying that it should have been. So you think 3 hours is like more than an hour and a half too long
More than an hour and a half too long.
for a film? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay,
Just
never
just for a David Lynch film, and getting those things across and showing us all that horrible imagery of bugs and
Yeah,
ears.
your tolerance of watching Dennis Hopper yelling at women and beating the shit.
Yeah,
out
that
of
wasn't very nice.
things.
It made it so
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I forgot about all those scenes. I remember the bits of the
You
ears
weren't
and the
even.
bugs.
I was gonna say you weren't even
But
talking about that.
I wasn't
That's
even
the
talking
part
about the weird, the freaky bits.
Yeah, I
That's the
said it was
part.
bizarre, but it's not as bizarre as most of his
It's
things.
not.
Yeah,
no.
it's not.
I feel it's bizarre in a unique way. Though. There's no other film where a guy crawls on the floor and go, "Mommy, mommy, mommy!" Like
That was all
there's
I
not-
knew about it. For
There's
years.
no other. I don't think. Correct us if I'm wrong. But there's no other David Lynch film where that happens.
I mean, there's
other
not that very
Not that
specific
specific.
thing.
Yeah.
because he was tapped in the head. You seen the other stuff he was coming out with? Mental case. Christ, but yeah.
Well, anyway, it introduced us to Roy Orbison too, and I couldn't stop listening to
there
In
you go.
Dreams
Yeah.
That's
over and
fair.
over again. That scene was really good as well.
That's
Yeah.
That bit's just
And the intro
Yes.
is one of the best intros to a film.
Mm-hmm.
totally.
I've seen it about 50 times.
Same.
Yeah, so good that we had to do a presentation on it.
Yeah.
The David Lynch era that we've had is probably like the longest era that's happened because of like what everyone watching Twin Peaks and like enjoying it, having the different opinions of it, and like making like a whole group chat for just Twin Peaks and going to see Twin Peaks the
Yeah.
films and having the whole experience on that and like just going on that trip together was very good. I wasn't on it.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
Same,
you were
I
there.
couldn't be.
Cafe.
I could not be bothered.
There's another. I know what you mean, though. I think there's for me, the films and the media that have stood out to me the most in my time here have been the ones that have sparked everybody watching it, everybody quoting it, everybody talking about it. It just
Yeah.
being like
Yeah.
the hot topic
The
of
discussions,
conversation,
yeah.
the discussion that
Because we had a big
everybody
debate
wants to get in on.
about Blade Runner before, about which one's the
Yeah.
better one,
Yeah.
etc., etc. We've had the same
Twin
thing for a lot of these
Peaks.
other ones.
I know
Flash Gordon.
when you think, I feel like Lynch really has sort of been the main.
That's been the
one of
main
that,
thing
yeah,
for
yeah.
third year.
Yeah,
100%.
Lynch and Welcome to the Sticks.
Even though I've still got very mixed feelings about quite a lot of it, I still like totally attribute that as a massive part of the experience because I feel like that is just such a thing to be able to say. I went to film school and watched Twin Peaks and got really into David Lynch stuff. That's just like
Yeah.
the cliche, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
that's what people do. So I like that aspect, but you get a bit of both because, like you say, then Welcome to the Sticks, Run Lola Run, all these things that aren't as well known. Then we've also done Citizen Kane. We've done quite a lot of these ones that are like held in high esteem.
And those
as
ones
the-
didn't stand out as much.
and they don't, no, which is, it. Your mileage will vary. Some
Mhm.
people will have seen Citizen Kane and be like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. Everybody's correct. This is the best film ever made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But some people were just not that
I
bothered.
disagree. Yeah.
Mm.
And my next Cine Club suggestion would be The Fall, which I watched at Tyneside with Rhys recently. It's about a stuntman in 1920s Los Angeles who, injures himself doing a stunt. And he's in a hospital and he's telling this little girl who's got a broken arm all these stories and stuff. And it's the most colourful film I've ever seen. It's just
Excellent.
Mhm.
beautiful. It mixes like fantasy with reality in the hospital and stuff.
Well, yeah, I'd never seen it or like heard of it or anything before you logged it, but I'm quite interested to watch it now. It seems
Sounds
quite
great,
good.
yeah.
I mean, I think the director did music videos and stuff, and you can really tell.
Yeah, that's
It's just
that
so
sort of- That
different.
sounds like it makes sense.
And the costumes and that. It's just.
Oh, I love the costumes.
And it has the Wizard of Oz thing where there's people from the real world in this fake world and
Mhm.
stuff. And
got-
Charles Darwin's there for some reason.
Yes.
Don't know why.
And he's got a monkey, doesn't he? He's got a pet monkey.
It's got a pet
Yeah.
monkey.
You're going to hate us for this, but just you're making us think of the film Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler. Is it anything like that?
No.
Okay, no.
It's like,
Just the
oh,
way you
with a guinea
described
pig.
it. That was the
Yeah.
first thing that came to mind, where it's like the real life characters are coming into the dream world as well.
And it's got some like amazing like faceless goon designs as well. Like
Get in.
they're really good for that. Like on the level of like Harkonnens, like
Oh,
really
right.
cool, like
Okay, now we're talking.
evil looking bad guy designs. I love it.
I like that.
Mm.
Right, go on, Matthew.
East is East was probably my favourite.
Fair
I
enough.
was just, I remember watching it the first time and I was like, that's funny. But you watch it again in the house, I was like, it's actually funnier. And there's quite like an anecdote I've told before where I liked it that much. I went round to a house party and everyone was going, "Oh, what should we do?" And I was like, "Has anyone ever seen East is East?" So I put that on, and everyone's going, "What the hell is this?" And I'm cracking up laughing at it, and no one else seemed. No,
I don't know. I wasn't because I wasn't.
Don't
that
look at me
arsed.
like I've.
It's no,
I thought it was
no,
fine.
I
It was
like this. I
alright,
like
yeah,
this.
it was quite entertaining.
It's like it's my most liked review on Letterboxd, I think. People,
did you see?
I just keep getting random notifications like 2 a.m. saying so and so has liked your review of East is East.
East is East from like 3
It was
years
just
ago.
a quote from the film. It was the one about Curry. Yeah, it was the one about.
What does he say?
Because it's Nessa
don't-
from Gavin and Stacey's fuming. Because like
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
her
Oh,
best mate
yes,
can't
yes.
be with what's his face from Coronation Street.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like,
and
I
he's like,
like
oh,
curry or
it's not
something,
fair because I love curry and all. I was like,
Yeah,
and I put
class.
like 2 crying emojis, and apparently that's that's the
Comedy gold.
That's the only thing that I've got like associated with this film. I don't really remember a lot from it, apart from like the lines that everybody still sort of says.
Everyone, I think
Yeah.
it's just me.
It's yeah,
it's
well,
just you.
yeah,
Just
just
half a
you.
cup.
It was one of the. It was one of the only like actually funny comedy films that we'd seen.
It is
Yeah.
actually quite
Yeah.
fun.
It is.
It's
funny.
just another
And
one
it's
though.
got,
where-
like, it does have heart to it, but the ending's horrific. And then there's a sequel where they go to
West is West or something.
West is West,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
where they
Yeah.
go to Pakistan.
Oh.
And I feel like it hits quite not close to home, but like it's an English film. It's an English film, right? It's a British film. It's
Yeah,
quite,
well, I
it's
was
quite
gonna-
nice, like a nice trip back.
I was
like,
going to
for your
say it
parents.
feels like one of those like Sunday afternoon film for sort of pro like films. It's just like a sort of I don't know. I didn't really stand out to me for any particular reason, but didn't really hit close to home like it did for Rhys. But
Except what part of this is hitting
Well,
home close up?
no, I mean like
the
it's,
kid on the space
this, like-
hopper.
no, like it's like a flashback to, like 70s Britain. Was it 60s Britain?
You didn't grow up in the 70s.
No, I know I didn't.
though.
I know I didn't. But I'm really interested in that era and like seeing like all the like the parade that they have at the start. That they, like the
Flames
stuff just like that just
overhead.
doesn't happen
Is the
anymore.
tickle tackle all gone? Is that where it hit home?
Success, Mr. Khan. Great film. And on Fury as well.
Oh,
My
yeah,
last
he's
thing
great.
about this film, I was convinced for months on end that on Fury was shot to death,
That was
and he wasn't.
we had an argument about this.
We
Didn't
had a full-blown argument.
With a different
Yeah,
guy.
you kept bringing this up that the main guy out of East is East got politically assassinated.
What? Then he died of like a heart attack.
Someone
I was
else
thinking-
got shot
that,
though.
that comes full circle though, because then doesn't Nessa tell the story in Gavin and Stacey about
Yeah.
about knowing on parade. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's class.
But yeah, East is East.
Fair enough.
Favorite Cine Club. I was going to say Fail Safe, but out of spite, Jingle All the Way.
Nobody's
Which was
mentioned
still
Phantom of
yours.
the Paradise yet.
Oh,
I thought
that
that was
one,
going to
there
be
you go.
yours.
Yay!
Otherwise,
Jingle
I
All the Way,
would
though.
have picked that.
Because
Otherwise,
Jingle All the Way, I had me like
That
Phantom of
was-
the Paradise. Yeah, could I watch it? And I was like, this is maybe one of the best films.
I
ever.
couldn't because I was going to pick that one because that was probably my favorite. Except I always forget I didn't even go. I
I
wasn't
know you
actually
missed
at
it. You
the
were
Cine Club.
What
I
were you
just
at?
watched the film and then that sparked.
Lollygagging.
Yeah, and then that sparked everybody. That was the next
Phantom of the
era.
Larper.
Phantom of the Larper. Shut up.
No,
I didn't even like it at Cine Club.
No.
You like it now, don't you?
I like it now.
It took
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it took like 4
Yeah.
times.
Uh-huh.
to
4
like
3
it.
watch.
But Jingle All the Way was on them as well because I remember just being sat
Oh,
there.
that was hilarious.
quoting
to
it
be
the whole
fair.
time.
And it was hilarious, and it was the fact that Steve like hated it. he hated
I remember
it.
looking down,
wanted
he was
to
like
kill you
shaking
that
his head.
day.
Well, it's because like all the
Not
staff were
happy,
trying to
Billy.
put something like what were they trying to put
It was
on?
like some arty farty.
Yeah, it was like
Some
it was like something really
artsy-fartsy-
really serious or like another clip. Like no, it was a Christmas clip show
Oh,
in the
yeah.
same vein as the St Patrick's Day one.
Steve called what Arnie head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got like labelled as like
I would have jingled
Arnie
all the way
lobbyist?
out of there.
Arnie
Yeah.
lobbyist because we're like, oh, can we not watch an actual
Can we just
Christmas
watch a
film?
fun
Rogue
film?
Times.
It's genuinely one of the best Christmas films.
is,
It
ever.
is
great.
I've watched it every
It's so
Christmas for the
funny.
past like 3 years. It's just that funny.
It's it's a nice time, and that's what you want.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the benchmark for most Cine Club films is you want it to be something
it full
fun
time.
and want it to be something short. And I
Yeah.
feel like Jingle All
Yeah.
the Way hits both of
yeah,
those.
yeah.
really
It's
well.
got a lovely message about the Christmas spirit, and it's Jake
Yeah.
Lloyd.
It's one that
Skywalker, and
yeah.
reindeer.
I never used to be that bothered, like, until you all started going on about it. Like, it was
Maybe
the best
we
thing
are
since
Arnie
sliced
lobbyists
bread.
then.
I
Yeah,
think we
because
are,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. Because now it's like one of my favorites, but only because it's like, once again, if I had to pick a Christmas film for my university experience, it would be that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's. I feel like
it's not
that's
like
how it works.
You're not
You
like
just-
flush for choice really, because it was Pied Piper, Rocky 4,
Ah.
and then Jingle All
Oh,
the
but
Way.
like
One of them's Christmas films.
I would consider like It's a Wonderful Life in there as well because I
Yeah.
hadn't watched that
Yeah,
until I
yeah.
went to uni. And
Same.
what was
and
the
I was
other
like
one?
saying, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's
Yeah.
the best thing ever.
Yeah.
You're right, like-
Gremlins. Probably because we watched that in 35mm.
Worst experience of my life. I don't remember any of that film.
There's another one. Oh, and Christmas Vacation, because I always bang on about that.
that's
And
a
then you
great
watched it, and I was like, right.
Black Christmas as well. That was one of my.
That was
one of my
watched.
nominations. That's a lovely vibe to it.
Yeah.
That was a great film. I'd
That's
love to
not
watch that
psychopath.
actually
Rhys,
at Christmas.
you've got a really interesting definition of lovely vibe. You said Full Metal Jacket was a lovely vibe, and now you think Black Christmas is a
Look,
lovely
I don't mean
vibe.
lovely
Yeah, but he
as in,
also
like-
grew up in a marginalised society, didn't he? So like, anything's
He grew up
possible.
in 70s England racial discrimination, apparently.
Tickle tackle all gone.
Tickle tackle all gone.
God.
He fell on his ash and lost his tickle tackle.
By lovely vibe, I mean like a good
Whoa.
vibe.
I get what
It
you
doesn't
mean, like the sort of warm aesthetic of it. I get what you mean.
I think my final film would have to be, I would say, Magical Mystery Tour.
To
because-
complete the trifecta.
To complete the...
No.
well, you're not going to like what my other option was. Either that, because I think that's just like ludicrous. And between that
And
and
it's
if I was going
short.
to do the Beatles stuff, it'd be that or Let It Be. No one's watched Let It Be.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I think I
miserable.
watched half an hour of Let It Be and I switched
So
it off.
miserable. But Magical Mystery Tour is just absurd and has no real plot to it, and it's hilarious. And in the same vein,
It's so
I'd say
bad.
Freddy Got Fingered.
No!
I had it on a while ago at my house, and Rhys was. I've never seen him angry in my life.
Because it's just not a funny film.
It's so good.
It's not funny. There's the bit where he dresses up as a dead deer and then
Yeah.
gets hit by a truck's
You didn't
funny
enjoy it?
because he gets hit by a truck, and I want to see him hurt. But like, but it's what we were saying before about Mallrats. How Mallrats is a good comedy because
Yeah.
it also has characters and has an arc and has a
heart,
story.
yeah.
Freddy Got Fingered is
It
just
doesn't
this
have
guy
any of that.
acting like he's acting like Fred, the YouTube Fred.
Yeah.
He's the same type of just
he's
like
not
Fred of the
screaming
Figglehorn
humour.
variety.
Yeah,
It's called God. But yeah. Those would be my two.
So your final picks is like Coffin Baby versus Coffin
No,
Baby.
I was also thinking Almost Famous would be a good
That would be
one.
canny.
'cause That's
I haven't
like
seen
that's
that.
like me
Yeah.
That's a
like,
great
in
film.
a film.
That none of you have seen. I don't
I've
think.
not seen it.
You were going to pick it for Cine Club and you haven't even seen it.
And I was gonna pick it like when we first started uni. I was like, oh, that'd be fun to pick.
It's
Then I
just
kept-
great. It's just
like,
got. It's
getting
literally got
sidetracked.
you written all over it.
Mhm.
It's like if
Either that or I Want to Hold Your Hand. Because I've seen the star of that.
Oh, I want to watch.
I wanna
The
that.
watch
star
that,
that's
yeah.
really funny because
Can't find it
it's all the
anywhere.
Beatle fans in the record shop,
Mm.
and this girl comes in. She's like, "You're all being lied to by the Beatles. You should be listening to Bob Dylan said," and they're dragging out the shop.
Weren't you thinking about doing Don't Look Back at one point as
I
well?
was at some point.
probably
That'd
would be
that'd
interesting.
I think that's all the reminiscing we've got time for today. Make sure to check out our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook pages for more Cine Club podcast content and updates.
As always, this episode is recorded and produced by us, the Sunderland University students, as well as being engineered by James Barker and edited by Emily Main. Special thanks goes out to Steve Cannon, Barbara Sadler, and Richard Berry. A reminder that our 5 graduates this week consisted of me, Matthew,
Me, Jake.
Me, Emily.
Me, Rhys.
And me, Billy. This has been a Cine Club production for Spark. Thanks for listening.